Hello, I'm here with Gijs at the soldering workshop. So what are you doing here at the Synth Fest now this year?
We're making some kits over there with some eurorack and some other kind of kits for like a CD motor driver kit and.
I mean, you're known for like all the mechanical modules. Like they have a hard drive module. You also had like this, I think, an hourglass that turned with a laser, something like that. Is that something people build here as well?
No, I didn't produce that really. I made a very small amount of that because it's very difficult to make, and I want to maybe make some more of those because now I have a laser cutter and I can maybe more easily make a producible version of it. And then
and what's like the craziest thing you ever like built or conceived? Because on your website you see like big machines also, I think, and like big motors turning and stuff.
I don't know what's the craziest. I don't know. But I made a lot of machines. I can say one machine I like a lot is I made this remote control car. And you could make, like, there was different tops for it, so you could put one top on it or another top, and then there would be a lot of things on the car, and it would react to the environment it's driving next to. So like it passing by something, and it would change the sound it's making according to this.
But so it's also making sounds. It's not just like a mechanical toy or car thing. It's you always try to make sounds with your machines as well, right?
Yeah, it's mostly sound or video or both. And the car was making one module was making as a camera on it, a circumvent video camera. So it was the recorded video was kind of part of the machine itself. And then the other one was only sound, and another one also only sound.
And when did you start with eurorack, especially because that's like a standard? And I mean, yeah, your modules, as I said, were quite unique. What made you like go to that standard?
There was I don't remember. I think there was always a lot of people asking me to make when you're gonna make eurorack, you know. And then I was thinking, oh, let's do it, make a eurorack module. But the start of the project was really when I had this exhibition, and I made two proposals, one for another idea and one for this. And then they said, oh, we want that idea. And then I made this exhibition and made a lot of modules for that. I used it kind of as a start for making that making eurorack modules. And it was a bit like a new version of old project where I made mechanical music device because I didn't know how to make it otherwise.
And what is your background? Like, where did you learn like all the electrical engineering stuff and what you need for your projects?
I learned it mostly by trying and on internet, just like reading about how things work and like making and also by looking at other people's projects and just making a lot of things and then learn while doing, kind of in that way.
And what are your next projects going to be? Like, do you have something on the radar or something that you're going to sell as well?
Yeah, I ran just before I came here. I got some new PCBs for a new analog hard disk. This hard disk that I was. Before I had this hard disk where you had a scratch on the hard disk, and then there was an arm which played back the sound. And now I made a new version which is a bit different but it's going to be just a very small amount of because I had some hard disk left over from another project, so I designed it specifically for that hard disk, but it's very difficult to get now because it's 4 GB hard disk, and you just have to really search for it and get lucky, kind of.
But there's also making sounds or control voltages, or how does that work?
Yeah, it's making also a sound. And Yeah, it's basically because before I had this hard disk and there was a motor, and I took the motors out because I used the motors for a eurorack project. So then it looked really nice. There's this like a hard disk with a hole in it, and so I put some piezo on a wire on this arm, and then there's a feedback loop going on in there. And you get some nice. It's more like noisy kind of feedback sound. It's very simple design, but it's not fun to play with like that. So, yeah.
And do you also make music yourself, like, or do you release music that you do with your own stuff or other modules?
I used to make a lot of music, but right now I don't make so much music anymore, and maybe I'm gonna produce some hardware releases where I make music as hardware and try to release that. That would be nice, but I don't know how long it's gonna take to do something like that.
That would be like a box that plays your music, some kind of player with that you put on your living room. Then you have like your album basically in a box, or?
No, it's just one thing you can turn on or off, and it's only making one. It's more like it's a bit like you have a eurorack modular, and you make a patch, and then you think, oh, it's a nice patch, I want to keep it, and then this thing can only make one patch, like that. That's the idea. So it's so it's a lot of hardware, and it only does one thing, so it's not very useful. It's a bit like yeah.
And coming back to the soldering workshop here now, how has the response been like? How many people have soldered something?
We've now there's 3 people soldered something. But it was really hot today, so we've been like hiding in the shadow, and now it starts raining, so it's nice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks a lot for talking to me, and let's have some more fun here under the roof, I guess. Thank you.